Day 1. So good morning, guys. For breakfast today, to start off the challenge, I have some chicken breast that I cooked last night, 2 chicken feet, just look like that, some chicken broth that I also made last night and I just reheated. This is actually pretty typical for breakfast. I usually might have some tuna instead, but yeah, guten appetit. Hi guys, it's now 8:04. I have some chicken in the oven. I'm going to be boiling an egg, and I also have chicken breast cooking, and I'll be making chicken gizzards. Here's round 1 of dinner. I have 3 chicken drumsticks. I took the skin off so that I can crisp that up in my skillet. But I have 3 chicken drumsticks. I just cooked them in the oven at 350 for 45 minutes. And I have my chicken gizzards. Guten appetit. So I had another chicken drumstick, some more chicken breast, and now it's time for dessert. I have for dessert chicken feet. This is what they look like. I boiled them a while ago and then put them in the fridge. The chicken skins actually turned out really great. I also had that in addition. Really delicious dinner. Catch you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, so it's day 2 of the challenge. For breakfast, I'm again just gonna have some chicken breasts, some chicken feet. But this is actually all I have left of the chicken breast I had planned for myself tonight because I ate the rest after dinner last night as a snack because I was still really hungry. If you know anything about like the carnivore diet, chicken's actually not really satiating. It's Monday, May 13th. I know I'm in the same clothes as yesterday, that's just because this is what I have on for the gym. Like yesterday, I'm still a little bit under the weather. I also have meat broth that I made from chicken breasts last night, so I'll have that as well. See how the day goes. Hey guys, so I just wanted to give you some updates. So first of all, I don't know whether you guys can tell, but I've actually been sick the past couple of days, just a little bit under the weather with a cold. So that's potentially skewing the results of this experiment a little bit. Basically, after yesterday, which was my first full day on chicken, I really felt nice and satiated, which I haven't felt in quite some time with carbohydrates, so that was really nice. But I kept waking up in the night because I was hungry. I think because my fat was so low relative to my protein. If you know anything about the carnivore diet, what I'm doing is actually really not recommended, since you actually want at least a 1-to-1 calorie-wise fat to protein ratio. Most people recommend 1-to-1 grams-wise, and I'm almost swinging the other way around, where close to 2/3 of my calories is actually coming from protein. So today I'm planning to do a bit more fat than I did yesterday, just in terms of the chicken that I choose, and we'll see how it goes. My sleep, though, overall is actually a lot better, even though I am waking up hungry. I also have a little bit of that starting stages of ketosis crash in energy, or not so much crash, but rather dip, returning to the lack of carbohydrates, and the sugar cravings are also crazy bad. Hey guys, so the plan was to get a rotisserie chicken tonight. I know, I'm in the exact same clothes as I was in yesterday, but it is in fact the next day. You can see Monday, May 13th. I know I'm eating the exact same dinner as yesterday, but I'm not actually mad about it. Those drumsticks turned out so well. It's fine that they didn't have it, honestly. So round one, again, we have chicken gizzards and the chicken drumsticks. Just gonna add a bit more salt and dig in. Guten appetit. So I've already had my soft-boiled egg, which was excellent. Again, I took off the skins, and so they're just crisping up in the air fryer. Oh, so good. I mean, just look at how juicy. So I keep talking about this being a version of the carnivore diet. The carnivore diet is really all about red meat, getting enough fat, because red meat, ruminant meat, especially like beef, has just such incredible nutrient density, and chicken doesn't have the same kind of nutrient density. So you'll hear a lot of carnivores talk about how chicken doesn't really satiate them or satisfy them as much. And I'm definitely feeling that, even though it's so high protein and you can eat a much larger volume of chicken versus beef, your body doesn't really register that as fullness. Maybe temporarily, but you'll then be hungry because your body is looking to get all the nutrients it needs, not necessarily a certain volume of food or a certain number of calories. Your body will keep telling you to be hungry as long as you haven't gotten the sufficient number of calories. But also, if you haven't gotten the right amount of micronutrients and macronutrients, your body will also keep telling you that you're hungry, even if you've already surpassed the caloric threshold. That's why so many ultra-processed foods cause people to overeat. Part of it is the addictive nature of those over-processed foods for me, but also part of it is just the lack of nutrient density. You can eat an entire basket full of bagels and barely have gotten any quantities of iron or B vitamins or zinc. Plants are so much better than just plain grains in terms of the micronutrients, but they actually aren't that much better for a certain subset of the population that doesn't have the genetics to convert some of the precursors to vitamins found in fruits and vegetables into the vitamin itself. For instance, carrots are actually really high in beta carotene, not actually vitamin A. And a significant number of people, I actually don't know whether I'm one of them, don't have the enzymes necessary to convert beta carotene to vitamin A. So you can eat a ton of carrots but still be vitamin A deficient. However, vitamin A is very, very common in meat. So if you eat just meat, you'll get plenty of vitamin A. Red meat, of course. chicken is again lower in all of these micronutrients. So I'll finish this plate. I have another round of chicken drumsticks, chicken gizzards. I still have my chicken skins. I'll probably eat some chicken breast as well. And again, like last night, finish things off with chicken feet. Sugar cravings are pretty rough, but I'm doing my best to stay strong here. So it's Monday. I know, guys, I'm sorry I'm wearing the same shirt, same shorts, but this is just what I always wear as a cover to the gym. So it's the last day. Again, I'm still sick, so I'm so frustrated that I've been sick this whole experiment. I hoped that I would get better and it wouldn't be as problematic for the results, but breakfast is again chicken soup. I put the chicken breast, I don't know if you can see, inside the soup to warm it up a bit, make it a bit juicy again, rehydrate it. Also had a chicken foot, might have another chicken foot for breakfast. Today is going to be pretty much the same food as the past few days. I'm really kind of frustrated that I didn't get that rotisserie chicken because now my diet is pretty boring across the 3 days, but it's pretty good. Catch you guys later. So I just wanted to update you guys again. Sleep was better last night. I'm definitely quite hungry though. I think I've noticed that the chicken-only carnivore diet is a lot inferior to just a traditional carnivore diet in terms of satiety. One other thing I will note is that the flavor fatigue is also much worse on this chicken-only diet versus the normal carnivore diet. Like, I love a traditional carnivore diet in terms of the foods, and I really don't get bored of it at all, but I'm definitely getting bored of chicken. Hey guys! Sorry, I'm soaking wet because it was pouring rain today. I just wanted to show you what I'm about to make for dinner tonight. Again, I'm so sorry, this is not very interesting, but I guess that's what happens if you're only eating one food. So I have the chicken that's going to go into the oven, have an egg that I'm going to boil, have my chicken gizzards, and still in the fridge, but I'm going to grab out some chicken breast and also some chicken feet that I'll just snack on along with this other stuff. But I'm going to go ahead, pop the chicken in the oven, starting the water boiling for the egg, and I'll see you at dinner. So I just wanted to show you guys how dinner is going. I have my boiled egg boiling right there. I have chicken feet that I already prepared, and they're just cooling in this bowl. I have my chicken breasts. I have my chicken gizzards cooking over here, just on the cast iron pan. I pretty much already turned off all the heat, just getting all nice and cooked through. And then the chicken drumsticks in the oven. So I do think I have been sliding more into ketosis today, so that has been feeling great. Finally, I think the carb cravings are slowly starting to come down. I think this might have set me back on track for the carnivore diet. I'm just so excited for red meat tomorrow. One thing I want to comment on, I know spices are really controversial, and when I was doing the carnivore diet before, I wasn't using any spices. I was only using salt. I have pink Himalayan salt, and I have of the same company, Private Selection, I think, just the normal sea salt that I use when I'm cooking. I'm actually not a huge Redmond's real salt fan. Controversial, I know. But yeah, for the chicken, I did decide that I was going to allow myself some seasonings, especially since I'm coming off of a variety of plant foods. I just put some salt, oregano, paprika, garlic, and onion powder, but it's mostly on the skin, which I'm separately air frying anyway. I'll have my 6 drumsticks, my chicken gizzards, my chicken breasts, my chicken feet, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the results. So it's finally the day after. Still having some chicken broth, but instead for breakfast, I now have canned tuna. And I might also still have some chicken feet. I ended up actually finishing all the chicken breasts I had in the fridge last night. Yeah. I'll go chat with you guys later about the final results. Hi guys! So I just wanted to use this as an opportunity to go over some of the results. Unfortunately, I think this trial was a little bit skewed because I was sick the whole time, which I hoped I was going to recover from. I thought that maybe I was going to get better after the first day or two, but unfortunately, as you can tell, I'm still getting over my cold. One of the things that really surprised me and that I think drives home some of the logic of the carnivore diet is that I was absolutely insatiable, and that's why you can see my weight go up, I think. Because this diet was so high in protein and the only fat I was getting was a monogastric source, so I wasn't getting any fat from a ruminant animal, I think I just was never fully satiated and I kept eating more and more. Now of course that was all protein, so in theory that should have been satiating, but it just wasn't. I think also the lower nutrient density of chicken compared to beef was another reason that I couldn't stop eating. Whereas when I'm eating beef, I get fuller a lot faster and I feel satisfied much sooner. I will say today I did a workout, I did deadlifts, and I actually hit my 225, not quite PR, but that is pretty much the upper limit of what I'm generally hitting when I go to the gym and deadlift. So strength-wise, it's been great. I also feel like I've been slowly transitioning myself back into a ketogenic state, which is really nice. I like to compare the energy I feel when I'm in ketosis versus when I'm carb fueled to being battery powered versus wind up toy powered. So when I'm in ketosis, I have just a general stable level of energy that's consistent throughout the day, whereas when I have glucose or sugar fueled energy, I have this immediate burst of really intense energy, but it sputters out and I end up crashing and needing another kick. It's been nice that I haven't felt the need to eat like lunch. I noticed that coming off of the carnivore diet and reincorporating more carbohydrates, I was starting to really get snacky around noon, which is very unusual for me. When I was carnivore, I was pretty much eating OMAD, so one big meal at dinner, and I started reincorporating some small snacks during breakfast, but that eventually grew and grew. When I was eating carbohydrates, I was eating much more for breakfast, and then I found myself also needing a little pick-me-up for lunch, as well as dinner. Only eating chicken, I found that 2 meals a day was satisfying, but I hope to go back to OMAD when I'm back into carnivore. My first dinner back on full carnivore, not just chicken only, and I'm really looking forward to eating a lot of fat. I already have a marrow bone going, and I hope that that will help really satiate me. One of the nice things about this chicken-only diet versus a carb-rich diet was my sleep was improving, and I expect that to get even better once I reincorporate red meat. But yeah, this was overall a really interesting test because a lot of the criticisms of carnivore state that number one, it's only so satiating because of the high protein content, and any comparable high protein diet would provide similar results. That is not true because this was even higher protein and it was less satiating and less effective. And two, that the restrictiveness of the options of food is also what helps contribute some of these results, which again, not true because chicken is arguably even more restrictive, but also drove me to eat more. And three, another argument people often use is that the carnivore diet is only so effective because it effectively cuts out so much junk food. But again, junk food was completely cut out on this diet, but it was still not as effective as a carnivore with emphasis on red meat diet. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Comment down below any other suggestions for experiments I can try out. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.